in the field at the Farm Science Review site down here close to London. Joel Penhorwood here for Ohio AgNet. This cab camping brought to you by the folks at Homan Incorporated. More information online at homaninc.com. In the cab with us here today, well, we're joining him in his cab, Nate Douridas, Farm Science Review farm manager here. And Nate, thank you so much for being out here with us. Hey, on the drive down here, didn't see a whole lot going on, but it's nice to see that you guys are in the fields, and I'm sure that's a good feeling.
It is. Here we are on May 22nd, and we're not quite as far as we'd like to be. Progress has been a little slow this year, as a lot of guys have experienced, but happy to be in the field today, and what looks like it's going to be a very short window again. We're going to try to get done today what we can.
So tell us, you guys have some specific needs, especially when it comes to the Farm Science Review demonstration plots, as well as the rest of the farm here that is not seen and harvested during that time. Break that down for us. How has that gone this year?
We're fortunate that we got some field work done in April, and that started with some of our herbicide burn down program in early April on both corn and soybeans, including terminating some cover crop. And then April 17th and 18th, we had a short window to get some soybeans in the ground. Those were all field demonstration soybeans. And forecast just wasn't good to plant corn, so we held off on that. We do some short season corn hybrids and soybean maturity. So, I think having that stuff all on the ground now, that was the first goal. It's been in for a little over a week now, and those April beans are up and they look good. So things are making the corner, and we look pretty good moving ahead. We just want to keep our progress moving forward. Hope today, sometime as far as the whole operation goes, we can hit that 50% planted mark, which is going to be a nice accomplishment here considering the year.
And you guys were telling us that in the past you have been on the bad side of Memorial Day before, so it's nice that we're right here at the moment.
Yeah, of course, a lot of guys are going to remember 2011, and in 2011 we planted the whole thing, including the field demonstration fields, in June. And we look at our planting dates from the past 10 or 12 years, and we've been on both sides of Memorial Day, which is coming up this weekend. It's just not a good thing to farm by the calendar, just something to remember, and every season's going to be a little different, and this is certainly going to be one of them.
Tell us about what we're doing out here in the field today.
We are planting corn again here, at noontime. We were able to get back in on a little bit of soybean ground yesterday, and we got a nice partnered agronomy study in. And then the plan was to try to get rolling on corn today. It seems to be going pretty well. I would not consider these conditions ideal, but they're certainly plantable. We've kind of taken the philosophy again of the 90% rule. Once these fields get to 90%, we got to roll, and we've been able to add some technology and some hardware on the planter to get us through these days where we have to kind of start in marginal conditions. And I think today they're going to get better as we go along, but certainly not setting any land speed records this morning. Just trying to let the conditions come to us, and we'll see what we can do.
And here at Farm Science Review, you guys do have the ability to work with some pretty nice equipment. Tell us about what we're using out here, what's behind us, and all those good things.
Yeah, so again, a nice partnership that we have through our local dealer, Ag Pro Company. They provide us all of our John Deere equipment. There's a nice fleet of equipment here that we operate. The planter is an ExactEmerge planter again this year. We've got individual row hydraulic downforce. Of course, being ExactEmerge, we're capable of high speed when we have the conditions. And then our fertilizer cart behind us. So while these conditions are marginal, we're trying to run light on seed and light on fertilizer loads, and being really cautious of how much compaction we potentially are creating. So something to watch. We do put down fertilizer with the planter pass, so that's an important part of our nitrogen program, and the nitrogen applied with the planter is kind of the foundation for us. We also this year are changing our 10-34-0 strategy. So we've gone from just 10-34-0 as a single product to a blended product with 32%, and then this year we've actually separated those products. So we've got 2 tanks, 2 pumps, 2 delivery systems, and we can variable rate apply the 10-34-0. And that's nice from a phosphorus management standpoint. We started with soil sample results that we've had for our fields, We've built prescriptions that keep us from applying that phosphorus fertilizer where we don't feel like we need it. Gives us increases the potential for return on investment on that 1034O product, while the 32% remains our nice constant rate base program for nitrogen. So a lot of technology, and we finally have been able to assemble those all together on the planter pass, and so far it's working good. We're going to continue to evaluate it moving forward.
And along with that, what seed depth are you liking to strive for right now?
So, 2 inches is certainly preferred, but today, again, in somewhat marginal conditions, we're back down to about 1.5 inches. We just went through a rain event into last week that was a very heavy, 2 to 5 inch rain, depending on where you were, and it came in about 2 hours overnight. And we got some crusting that we need to monitor and make sure we get that crop that was planted out of the ground. So ground conditions have not been ideal. We've got good temperature in the ground, and I feel like 1.5 inches, we've got plenty of moisture, and we're just going to kind of see how it goes from field to field.
Nate Douridas, Farm Science Review Farm Manager, joining us out here in today's cab camp, thanks to Homan Incorporated. And we'll be following along with them as we do every year as the year continues, and good luck to you guys. Stay safe out there.
Hello, this is Dale Everman with Homan Incorporated. I'd like to thank you for watching the cab camp for the spring of 2019. Today we're going to talk about manure handling. We've got a few pieces behind me here that will help you get your job done this spring or this fall. And I know the past few months have been pretty wet, so I'm sure there's some manure and stuff out there that needs to get hauled before you plant this season. Give us a call. We're more than happy to work with you and see if we can help get your manure pits and holding barns cleaned out. Homan Inc., your first choice in manure handling and drag lining equipment.